You're watching ABC on TV 13.
You're viewing WTVG Toledo. This is 13 Strong News.
Brought to you in part by First Federal Savings and Loan of Toledo with 14 convenient locations, the Saving Place.
Good afternoon. President Reagan is expected to announce a dramatic new peace in
Live from Toledo's News Center 13, this is the nightly news at 11 o'clock.
Ronald Reagan today proposed a $20 billion tax cut to remedy...
Brought to you in part by First Federal Savings and Loan of Toledo with 14 convenient locations, the Saving Place. And in part by Regal Shoes in downtown Toledo, specializing in American-made ladies' footwear.
Good afternoon. Toledo police are intensifying.
From there, be there.
This is 13 Strong News Update with Jerry Anderson, Janine Lauber, meteorologist Dan Stachek, and John Gillespie, sports.
Good evening, everyone. Perhaps no one has been watching tonight's special coverage of
TV 13, the winners.
The area's most comprehensive news coverage. This is 13 News. With Jerry Anderson, Janine Lauber, meteorologist Stan Stachek, and Neil Hartman, sports.
Good evening, everyone. A Toledo mortician was found guilty today on charges of abuse of a corpse and grand theft. Paul Tolley, Jr. had been indicted earlier this year in connection with funerals he'd been paid for, but which were never completed.
13, the winners.
The area's most comprehensive news coverage. This is 13 News. With Jerry Anderson, Janine Lauber, meteorologist Stan Stachek, and John Gillespie, sports.
It's a Texas-style love feast for President Reagan and Vice President Bush tonight at the 1984 Republican National Convention.
13, the winners.
The area's most comprehensive news coverage continues. This is 13 News Update. With Jerry Anderson, Janine Lauber, meteorologist Stan Stachek, and John Gillespie, sports.
Good evening, everyone. For the federal government, it'll be business as usual tomorrow.
From WTVG Toledo's News Channel. This is 13 News at 11.
Police called it a vicious crime. 2 employees shot by robbers at this West Side store last March. Now, one of the suspects is in custody. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
Police say the man in the Lucas County Jail tonight.
You're watching 13 Action News. Now, the team you depend on. Diane Larson, Lee Conklin, and meteorologist Stan Stachek with your first alert forecast. This is 13 Action News at 5.
Brought to you by the University of Toledo, celebrating its 125th anniversary. You're watching 13 Action News now.
This man is behind bars tonight, charged with the car bombing that injured his...
You're watching 13 Action News. Now, the team you depend on. Diane Larson, Greg Johans, meteorologist Stan Stachek with your first alert forecast, and Rob Powers with sports. This is 13 Action News at 11.
Good evening, everyone. Residents of the Carolina coastline are braced.
From WTVG in Toledo, this is 13 Action News at 5:30. From WTVG in Toledo, this is 13 Action News with Diane Larson, Lee Conklin, and meteorologist Stan Stachek with your first alert forecast. From WTVG in Toledo, this is 13 Action News with Diane Larson, Greg Johan, meteorologist Stan Stachak with your first alert forecast, and Rob Powers with sports. This is 13 Action News Night.
Plus rockers for all generations, the newest inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You're watching 13 Action News with Diane Larson, Lee Conklin, meteorologist Stan Stachak, and Rob Powers with sports. This is 13 Action News Nightbeat.
Another day, another shooting death.
From WTVG Toledo, this is 13 Action News at 5:30.
The war in Iraq once again hits home.
You're watching 13 Action News with Susan Ross Wells, Rob Powers, and meteorologist Stan Stachak. This is 13 Action News at 5:30.
Thursdays are always big for the sports department. We've got Athlete of the Week, the Powers Pack schedule for football.
From WTVG Toledo, this is 13 Action News at 6.
He fought for freedom but ended up losing.
From WTVG Toledo, this is 13 Action News Nightbeat.
You're watching 13 Action News with Diane Larson, Lee Conklin, meteorologist Stan Stachak, and Rob Powers with sports. This is 13 Action News Nightbeat.
5 American soldiers were killed in Iraq.
You're watching Rebecca Rainier, Jeff Smith, Sasham Bray, Jay Birchback, and Greg Jones. This is 13 ABC Action News.
And a hi there, and a hi there. Good morning, good Friday morning to you. Thanks for joining us.
He is about ready to get underway.
Live from Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Monclova.
This is 13 ABC Action News.
Well, time to head to the zoo after 2.5 years of plan.
This is 13 ABC Action News.
Still ahead on 13 ABC Action News.
You're watching Diane Larson, Lee Conklin, Stan Stachak, and Rob Powers. This is 13 ABC Action News. This is 13 ABC Action News.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Diane Larson.
And I'm Bill Horman in for Lee Conklin tonight. Bowling Green.
Live from Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News in high definition.
Bay Area Credit Union.
Live from Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News in high definition.
Well, one local organization.
Live from Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News in high definition.
At the remnants of a deadly crash on a...
You're watching Susan Ross Wells, Jeff Smith, and Jay Birchback. This is 13 ABC Action News in high definition. Live from Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News in high definition.
Looking at the bright side now, a number of local companies.
This is 13 ABC Action News in high definition.
When you hear the word Jaws, maybe you think of the icon.
You're watching Diane Larson, Lee Conklin, Stan Stachak, and Chad Sokol. This is 13 ABC Action News. Live from Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News in high definition.
Here in Toledo, a group hosting a...
From 13 ABC, this is a breaking news special report.
Well, Alexis means there.
Officials with the Bureau of Criminal Investigation testify in the Moody Manor murder trial. Was there gunshot residue on the suspect's clothes? We'll take you inside the courtroom.
Plus, a passenger plane out of Detroit forced to dive down several hundred feet after another plane got too close.
And keeping the kids active and sharp during the summer, how TPD is stepping up. But first, a case that's really captivated the community. It has been nearly a month now since a Toledo toddler was last seen. Within Toledo, the CEO is saying the Glass City may not be the right place for the future of the iconic Jeep. Chrysler saying Marchione's words stand on their own.
There is a limit to what can be done with the existing structure. We do need to find a way to make more.
Live team coverage starts right now.
Live from WTVG Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News.
And with that, we say good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining.
And Ohio City takes the next step in becoming a large-scale medical marijuana grow operation. Local volunteers lay wreaths to honor military service members. And Republicans say they have the votes to pass tax reform in Congress next week.
This is 13 ABC Action News with Bill Horman.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We will start with the weather tonight because it could get foggy.
Live from Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News.
Good morning and happy Labor Day. My name is Eric Halbert. Sachem has the day off. Guess who does not? Ross Ellett over there with a check of our forecast.
President Donald Trump steps foot in North Korea. And Metro Parks Toledo is helping people find a new passion.
This is 13 ABC Action News with Bill Horman.
Well, the calendar says the 4th of July isn't until Thursday, but people are treating...
New at 11, 1,000 new jobs up for grabs next month. A look at what the new Amazon Center will do for the local economy.
This is 13 ABC Action News with Diane Larson and Lee Conklin.
And welcome to 13 ABC Action News at 11. I'm Diane Larson, and we start tonight with your weather forecast heading into Father's Day.
This is 13 ABC Action News with Bill Horman.
Well, we are days away from the 4th of July, but communities are already celebrating the holiday. Several fireworks displayed.
This is 13 ABC Action News with Christina Williams.
Hi there. Good Saturday night. Thanks for watching Action News at 11. I'm Christina Williams. Temperatures are dropping.
Live from Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for waking up with us dark and early on December 26th. I'm James Starks. We're going to kick off your Monday morning with a check of the 4.
Live from Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for waking up with us dark and early. Still, it is 5:59, not even 6 o'clock yet on this Monday morning, the day after Christmas.
Live from Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us at noon this day after Christmas. I'm James Starks. We are starting to fall out.
This is 13 ABC Action News at 4 with Tina Williams and Tony Gettis.
And welcome into Action News at 4. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lee Conklin in for Tina and Tony today. We start today with your top 4 at 4.
This is 13 ABC Action News.
4 people killed, so many others injured in that nearly 50 vehicle crash.
Is 13 ABC Action News.
Well, this terrible, nearly 50 vehicle pileup crash on a snowy Ohio trail.
This is 13 ABC Action News.
And welcome into Action News at 11. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lee Conklin. Diane is off tonight. And we begin with Toledo Police.
Live from Toledo, this is 13 Action News.
Welcome in to Action News at 7. I'm Christian Brown. We begin with the
eggs will cost you more.
Live from Toledo, 13 Action News starts now.
Cloudy and a bit muggy outside for the start of the week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Christina Williams. Diane Larson has the afternoon off. It's a
Live from Toledo, 13 Action News starts now.
Welcome in to Action News at 7. I'm Christian Brown. Our top story tonight is your forecast.
You're watching 13 ABC.